Hey
Hello,
man,
Bokeem. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good, good. Congratulations on Halo Season 2 premiering February 8th on Paramount Plus. The story arc for Soren in Season 1 in many ways was deeply moving. His past with Master Chief, how Soren was protective of Quan. When playing an idealistic guy like Soren, what are some of the ways do you show the audiences that Soren can also be flawed? In other words, what do you think are some of Soren's blind spots?
Hmm, that's a great question. To address your question, what are some of Soren's blind spots? Soren has a very challenging time seeing things in ways that are not just black and white. The full spectrum of colors escapes him at times because he lives a very black and white life. You're a friend or an enemy. You're alive or dead. You know, these are very simple ways of seeing things, and he's an overly simplistic type of person at times, and that creates challenges for him. Because what I decided was that, you know, prior to the age of, I think, 10, we formulate a worldview and a life view that can carry with us our entire lives. So depending on what your circumstance is between, you know, prior to adolescence and birth and prior to adolescence, you see the world that way. So if you had a very pleasant experience, you might develop a certain amount of naivete because you think, oh, it's always going to be like this. This was how I was born, up until I was 10. And vice versa. If you had a very challenging time, you might look at the world as everything is untrustworthy and unknown variables. You always got to stay sharp. So I think that because of the way he came up before he gained independence, um, he sees things in an overly simplified fashion, and that can create vulnerabilities and blind spots because he's not aware of the full spectrum.
Yes, of course. Thank you so much for that. Without spilling spoilers, Bokeem, what can the fans anticipate from Soren's adventure in this new season? In what ways do you think season two is even bigger than season one?
Season two is bigger than season one in every way imaginable. The scope of the story, the VFX, the CGI, the level of action, the depth to which we go to understand the characters and as individuals and collectively. And as far as Soren is concerned, you can expect to see, him whoop some butt. So you can expect to see more Soren whoop some butt, but also you can expect to see him contend with close that are outside of his wheelhouse. As we talked earlier about him being overly simplified, his notion is, we live in a comfortable home, we're rich, you're safe, the children are healthy, I keep you satisfied, you know, like what's the problem? Everything should be great. But generally speaking, generally speaking, things aren't always that simple in areas of the home or the heart. So he finds himself dealing with unknown territory and his uh, personal home life. And I think that that might be something the audience will find interesting.
All right, Bokeem, thank you for talking to me and congratulations on Halo Season 2.